Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Baltimore, Maryland for Living Dangerously ECW with its second pay-per-view. We are in for one hell of an evening. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be kicking off tonight's show with a debut. That's right. As you can see, Johnny Curtis making his way to the ring as he was able to defeat Jack Maverick a couple of weeks ago to challenge, to open this pay-per-view here tonight, to face the newest acquisition for ECW, former MLW superstar and Evolve Wrestling superstar Austin Theory has signed to ECW. And as you can see, Johnny Curtis has been questioning what kind of theory Austin Theory is. I mean, that little go-to get-up that he did with the Bill Nye Science Guy thing, but as you can see, Johnny Curtis has been, doubting his opponent, especially the young man Austin Theory, and there he is. All day, Austin Theory has made waves around the United States in a very, very short amount of time, and Austin Theory is here to walk away with a victory to kick off what is set to be an amazing ECW career. And ladies and gentlemen, we cannot forget that later tonight we have so much ahead of us. Apollo Crews going to be defending the ECW World Championship against Bo Dallas. We are going to be seeing Toni Storm versus Liv Morgan for the ECW Women's Championship. The Guild will take on the Lucha Mafia for the tag team titles. Killian Dain will be taking on Shane Thorne for the ECW Television Championship. And then the main event of the evening, Sami Zayn will take on Walter in a hardcore rules match in what is set to be one hell of a personal match. But as you can see, the Baltimore crowd here are getting pumped up as they are ready to see some ECW action. And here we go as Austin Theory and Johnny Curtis start up in the middle of the ring. Well, there you can hear the crowd talking about NXT. You're probably going to hear that all night. I mean, most of the superstars that came here to ECW used to be on NXT. So, I wouldn't be surprised if we don't hear that for the rest of the night as well. Look at this now, Austin Theory. Look at these strikes, back elbow, off of the ropes. Clobbers him with a clothesline. Austin Theory already off to a very good start in his first ever match here on ECW. Wait a minute, look at this now. Austin Theory crosses the legs, drops him with like a driver suplex combo, whatever the hell you wanted to call it. And then as Theory tries to go for the pinfall, Johnny Curtis able to get his foot on the rope. Oh wait, speaking of Curtis, able to maneuver and just throws Austin Theory over his shoulder like yesterday's garbage. But now it seems as if Johnny Curtis is going to be on the offense for this matchup as he drops him down with a back body drop. Oh, and Johnny Curtis tried to deliver a kick. Theory catches, throws him over with a dragon screw. You don't want to deny any of these superstars. Austin Theory may be making his debut, but he knows his way around the ring. And Johnny Curtis, a veteran of wrestling, been in wrestling for... wait a minute, look at this now. Theory hooked the leg off of that Michinoku driver, but seems as if Johnny Curtis needs a little bit more. And Austin Theory tried to throw a clothesline. Curtis counters and ducks. Look at this now, delivering these rights. Johnny Curtis sends him off of the ropes. Theory throws a clothesline. Curtis follows in suit and turns him inside out with a huge clothesline. And look at this now, Johnny Curtis going to go to the top rope. What does he have in mind here? As Austin Theory now struggling to get back up to his feet, and Curtis just waiting, and Curtis off of the top rope maybe. Look at this with a huge drop kick, but Curtis took too much time. Theory counters and just slings him back with a sleeper slam. Try to say that 10 times fast, but now Austin Theory, now he's back on the offense for this match. He's immune to fear, as you saw that sign. But now Austin Theory now delivering these very debilitating strikes. And it seems as if Johnny Curtis is just trying to figure out his weakness. I mean, he's been asking the question what the Austin Theory is, and Austin just gets a huge drop kick right to Curtis in exchange. And look at this now, try to go for a snap suplex. Curtis counters, and the referee's back was turned, and Johnny Curtis pokes him in the eye, and that's gonna cost him. That's karma right there. As he pokes him in the eye, rolls him up, and breaks him up with a rope break, and Curtis, beautiful suplex, sending Austin Theory all the way over. And now, as Johnny Curtis utilizes some underhanded tactics against his opponent here tonight. But, oh, Austin Theory now delivers the right. Oh, and Curtis rolls out of the way. Oh, and a huge drop kick from Johnny Curtis. Like I said, both of these men, they are very athletically inclined. I mean, Johnny Curtis has been around in the wrestling industry for over a decade. I mean, he knows his shit when it comes to being in the ring. And Austin Theory made a very quick impact on, professional wrestling in the little time that he has been. And look at this now, Curtis has always been one to showboat, especially against newer guys who, you know, Curtis does not respect Austin Theory. I mean, he just thinks that he's a punk. Oh! And Austin Theory drops Curtis down with a huge back suplex, and Theory's gonna pull him back up. But now, Theory tried to go with those kicks. Curtis throws away the leg, and Johnny Curtis delivers a huge beauty shot. And look at this now, into the pinfall. But Theory could be put away, but Theory able to get a kick out. Always call that move the beauty shot because I can never remember the other name for it. But Johnny Curtis utilizing his former tag team partner Tyler Breeze's move. Oh, and look at that. Curtis tried to go for another poke to the eye once again. But now Austin Theory, what is this? Into the torture rack, spins him around, drops him down into a powerbomb position, rolls him up, shoulders are down. Curtis could be put away, but Curtis utilizing all the strength he could muster to get back into this matchup. And now Theory quickly slows down the pace of the matchup once again as he locks that chin lock around to Curtis, but Curtis able to utilize his size advantage. And utilizes those elbows. And try to poke him in the eye once again in full sight of the referee. But Austin Theory's just still not fazed by Curtis's tactics. And look at this now, Austin Theory with a huge clothesline to the outside. Oh, wait a minute now, Austin Theory, he's about to go all day. He's about to go sailing over the top rope. Theory, utilizing his environment, sends himself over the top rope, taking out Johnny Curtis in the process. And Austin Theory is still utilizing any kind of opportunity he can, sends Johnny Curtis back into the ring. And Austin Theory now climbing to the top rope. Theory just running out of stamina. And look at this huge body splash off of the top rope. And Austin Theory hooks the leg. 1, 2. Curtis could be put away. Oh, but Theory breaks it up himself. Oh, the cocky young man, Austin Theory, just grabbing him by the head and delivers a huge enziguri. Curtis might be out here. I mean, Curtis did not move off that enziguri, but he's getting back into this match. And look at this. Oh, and an enziguri of his own. Beautifully well scouted by Johnny Curtis. And now Curtis goes to the second rope. And Austin Theory, wait a minute now, up onto his feet, but gets dropped right back down with a missile drop kick. Seems as if Johnny Curtis, wait a minute now, what is Curtis thinking here? Russian leg sweep and spins him out, and look at the style points from Curtis. Signature Johnny Curtis to utilize that move, but I think that may have not have been the best idea. Is Austin Theory again delivers. Look at the counter, drops him into a neck breaker off of the clothesline counter maneuver. And now Johnny Curtis, now he's gonna take control. Elbow into the corner, huge elbow into the corner. Johnny Curtis now looking at Austin Theory in the eyes. What is this now? Grabs him by the tights, drops him down onto his head with a pile driver. Holy shit, look at Austin Theory's head. It is bleeding. He is down. He is out. No, he is not. Good Lord, we might have some cranial bleeding from Austin Theory off of that pile driver. Theory tells the referee he's still into this match. He's still able to continue. But you gotta think, for the well-being of Austin Theory, this is not good. And Johnny Curtis again delivers that enziguri. Look at that. Just no respect for his opponent here tonight. This crowd clearly on the side of Austin Theory here tonight, but Johnny Curtis just still wants to get under the skin of the crowd as he delivers a huge drop kick to the side of the head. But like I said, Johnny Curtis has been going on that world tour, and look at this now, gonna lift him up for a suplex, but Austin Theory able to counter. Theory goes to the second rope. What does he have in mind? Blockbuster, beautifully delivered. And now Austin Theory, what is he thinking here? Look at this, he's bouncing in the corner. He's getting ready for something big here. Look at this, front flips him into a DDT. Austin Theory now hooks the leg. Johnny Curtis could be done here. Referee into position, but Curtis able to get the right shoulder up. Curtis able to get the shoulder up. Austin Theory still beside himself. Thought he had that match won there. But now, as Johnny Curtis gets back up to his feet, Curtis catches the leg. Oh, and he just powers him out with a clothesline. And now Johnny Curtis drops the knee. Drops him down on his knee. Look at this. The referee telling him, you gotta let him go. Oh, what is this now? Johnny Curtis. Oh, a huge fist drop to the top of the head. My God, Johnny Curtis just not giving any kind of remorse for the rookie here. I mean, Curtis just seems as if he just wants to humiliate this young man. Look at this now. Curtis into the corner with these punches. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A perfect 10 from Johnny Curtis, as now Theory could be put away here. Theory struggling to stand. Look at this. Curtis puts him up and drops him down with a Falcon Arrow. Into the Falcon Arrow. Austin Theory could be put away. 2, but no. Austin Theory able to get the kick out. Austin Theory, resilient young man he is. Johnny Curtis still cannot believe that Theory is continuing. But now, Austin Theory now kicks him right in the back. Another sleeper slam, sending Johnny Curtis right down to his back. But now it seems as if Austin Theory into the fireman's carry position. What is this? Oh, into a backbreaker. Just utilizing any kind of move in his arsenal. I mean, Austin Theory is just still giving Johnny Curtis the bit of the business. But now, Austin Theory, look at this, has Johnny Curtis. Curtis, tries to throw a clothesline off the ropes. Theory follows through. Oh, and a little bit of payback from earlier in the matchup. Theory turns Curtis inside out. And wait a minute now, Austin Theory, ATL! Austin Theory drops the ATL on Johnny Curtis. But wait a minute, not going for a pinfall. Austin Theory, wait a minute, goes for the ATL. And look at this now, locks in the Fujiwara armbar on Curtis. He's trying to make Curtis tap. He's trying to make him humiliated. Johnny Curtis is in the middle of the ring, nowhere near the ropes. I don't even know if he's going to be able to. But Curtis able to utilize himself and get out of it. Oh! And Curtis immediately gets up and knocks Austin Theory down with a clothesline. But now it seems as if that was Austin Theory's last little bit of, I was going to say that was his last bit of stamina. But Austin Theory lands on his feet and delivers a huge kick, nearly knocking his teeth into the nosebleed seats here. Now Theory with a clothesline himself. But now it seems as if Theory's going to fly high again. Austin Theory going to the second rope. Look at this. Drops the elbow on Johnny Curtis. Theory now utilizing any opportunity he can. Look at this now. Theory going to utilize that cross-leg driver again. Austin Theory now getting the control that he needs to get back into this matchup. But Curtis quickly cuts it off with a huge headbutt with that gash of blood. Radiating from Theory's face. Just collaborating and just colliding with one another. Johnny Curtis lifts up Austin Theory on his shoulder and slams him down with an Oklahoma Stampede. Curtis and Theory just going pound for pound right now. Johnny Curtis, now he's in full control. Look at the crimson mask that Austin Theory is donning at this current moment. But look at this now. Johnny Curtis puts Austin Theory onto the top rope. Theory counters. Look at this. Theory off of the top rope. Huge clothesline. Sending himself right into the face of Johnny Curtis. Austin Theory now looking to take control. Kick to the gut. And wait a minute. The Ataxia. Austin Theory delivers his finishing maneuver. 2. Theory picks up the win in his debut on ECW. What a phenomenal opening match to kick off what is set to be a chaotic pay-per-view. Johnny Curtis put up one hell of an effort, but in the end, it is the new acquisition of ECW, All Day Austin Theory. And Austin Theory has proven that he belongs here on ECW. And ladies and gentlemen, that is just the first matchup of what is set to be a hellacious night here tonight. As you can see, our matchup for tonight, the Guild will be taking on the Lucha Mafia. in the ECW World Tag Team Championships will be on the line. And as we progress more into the championships, we see Shane Thorne as he's going to be going up against the Beast of Belfast, Killian Dain, for the ECW Television Championship. And also another one of our championship matchups rather, Bo Dallas will be taking on Apollo Crews for the World Championship. And that is not the main event. The main event for this evening, Sami Zayn and Walter finally get their hands on each other in a hardcore rules match, and that is going to close the show. But right now, up next, ladies and gentlemen, we have the ladies of ECW as Toni Storm faces Liv Morgan for the ECW Women's Championship. Hot crowd here tonight in the Royal Farms Arena in downtown Baltimore, Maryland. Toni Storm making her appearance known. It was at Guilty as Charged, the last pay-per-view that we saw for ECW, where Liv Morgan was crowned the ECW Women's Championship after surviving a hellacious fatal five-way match for the championship. But afterwards, it was the celebration that was cut short by Toni Storm when Toni walked into the ring and she delivered a Storm Zero to Liv Morgan in the middle of the ring, and that will progress to Liv Morgan choosing the two women who would face off to challenge here tonight. And Liv Morgan chose Bianca Belair and Toni Storm, but due to some outside interference from Sasha Banks, Toni Storm was able to pick up the win and deliver the Storm Zero to win this opportunity here tonight. And there is our first ever ECW Women's Champion, Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan has actually been on an impressive win streak as of late, defeated Asuka not too long ago, defended her title against the local female competitor in the ECW locker room, and Liv Morgan has not been defeated in ECW thus far. So Liv Morgan, now she gets her hands on the person who attacked her last pay-per-view rather, and finally get her revenge and prove that living dangerously is her show. And there you see it, ladies and gentlemen, the ECW World Women's Championship. That is what it is all about. And as you can see, Toni Storm is just preparing. She is ready to take that title off of Liv Morgan by any means necessary. And if that means Toni Storm has to, get her hands dirty, she definitely will. But Liv Morgan, there you just see, calm and collected as she holds that title on her shoulder. Both these women, they've definitely done their homework on one another. I mean, Liv Morgan, she's the first ever ECW Women's Champion, so she knows how to progress herself, and she knows how to defend her title in the quickest of ways and the smartest of ways. But there you see as Liv Morgan takes it off of her shoulder, hands it off to our referee for our first title match of the night, ladies and gentlemen. And do not forget, we also have a special guest who will be commentating Shane Thorne versus Killian Dain, as heel Diggy of Friday Night Nexus will be doing the commentary for that matchup, which is up next, ladies and gentlemen. But here we go. Toni Storm and Liv Morgan in the middle of the ring, already starting up. And there you hear the crowd again with the NXT chants. Toni Storm and Liv Morgan definitely hone their craft in NXT. Toni Storm, a former NXT Women's Champion, but ever since NXT closed down and ECW was opened back up, Toni Storm has been looking for that opportunity, that chance to get back up to the top. And Toni Storm just seems as if Liv Morgan and Toni Storm, we're just destined to fight. Look at just a huge roundhouse kick to the side of the head of Toni Storm and knocked her right down. I mean, I wasn't expecting it, but Toni Storm, jumps right in the face of Liv Morgan. Look at that. Now she's getting her face, telling her to hit me. And she does. Now Liv Morgan, and again with a right hand. Liv Morgan just countered out of a clothesline. And look at this. Look at Toni Storm just being thrown around into the Tilt-A-Whirl Hurricane Rana. Liv Morgan still utilizing her opportunities. Liv Morgan tried to go for a DDT. Toni Storm clobbers her with a clothesline. And look at this now, a kick to the gut. Liv Morgan trying to get back up to her feet, but she gets stomped right back down by Toni Storm once again. And now Toni Storm into the pinfall, but no. ECW Women's Championship is on the line, ladies and gentlemen, so there's going to be a lot more you know, there's going to be a lot more personal now that we know Liv Morgan, you know, respects Toni Storm. But, oh, man, Liv Morgan slows her out into a snapmare. Toni Storm with a kick to the top of the head, delivers a clothesline. Toni Storm, like I said, Toni Storm has been very reliant on taking out her opponents in whatever means possible. And look at this now. This is what I'm talking about. As Toni Storm locks Liv Morgan into like a STF maneuver. And Toni Storm, she's just locked it right in. But Liv Morgan able to get out of it very quickly. Toni Storm had the arm wrapped around the chin of Liv Morgan. But Liv able to maneuver out of it quickly. But look at this now. Liv Morgan able to hop herself right up. And slams her down with the Hurricane Rana. Liv Morgan has her rolled up. Toni Storm able to use her strength to her advantage. Pushes Liv Morgan off of her. And now Toni Storm. Oh, wait a minute. Toni Storm. Oh, counters with an uppercut. And look at this now. Whoa, trying to go for a clothesline. Look at that maneuver. And look at this now. They're going to take advantage again with another tilt-a-whirl Hurricane Rana. What beautiful athleticism from Liv Morgan. Bridging down to cover, or to counter a clothesline. And now she's on the second rope. Look at this. Look at this distance. Liv Morgan just traveled almost fully across the ring with that Hurricane Rana. But now Liv Morgan trying to get Toni Storm on her toes once again. I mean, Toni Storm just seems as if... Oh, wait a minute now. Liv Morgan off the second rope when it ends a enziguri. You heard it all the way from over here. Liv Morgan may have kicked her on the side of the head. But look at this now. Liv Morgan. Oh! Running Bulldog taking out Toni Storm in the process. But now Liv Morgan. Oh, look at this now. Liv able to lock in a cross armbar on Toni Storm. Look at this. Just locks it in. Oh, but Toni Storm... Too quick on the draw, able to maneuver out of it. Look at this, right hands to the face of the ECW Women's Champion. Oh, a huge elbow, headbutt from Toni Storm. And wait a minute now, Toni, she's got that look in her eyes as she tosses Liv Morgan to the outside. And wait a minute now, look at the eyes of Toni Storm. Toni Storm has something in mind. Liv Morgan is down and out. And look at this now. Oh my God. What a counter from Liv Morgan. One hell of a slap from the outside, stopping Toni Storm in the process. And there you hear the crowd on their feet for Liv Morgan right now as Liv Morgan locks in the guillotine choke on Toni Storm. Look at this, just has it locked in tight, wrapped around the neck, and just has her in the prone position. Oh, but Toni Storm, look at the strikes to the side, and utilizes those strikes, pushes her off. Now Toni Storm's going to take advantage. Oh, wait a minute, what is this? Toni Storm has Liv Morgan, and look at this, a huge faith breaker from Toni Storm into the pinfall. Had her, oh no, Toni Storm did not qualify for the pinfall as Liv Morgan was able to get her foot onto the bottom rope before she can even make the pinfall. But Toni Storm tried to go for a headbutt. Liv Morgan counters with an elbow and another one. And now Liv Morgan, look at this, into the corner. And wait a minute, Liv Morgan puts up the boot. Toni Storm went face first, and she just went back first off of that move there. As now Liv Morgan's going to take control of this matchup with a right hand. Oh, and Toni Storm fires back with a right or a left of her own. And wait a minute now, what is this? Toni Storm, had her in a prone position, but now Liv Morgan able to counter out of it, rolls her into a sunset flip. 1, 2, could have it here, but no. Toni Storm able to kick out again. Liv Morgan, she's going to take control of the matchup. Body slam, sends her right in the middle of the ring. Now Liv Morgan, second rope. Look at this. Senton across the chest of Toni Storm. Now Liv Morgan goes back into the pinfall here. Look at the face of Liv Morgan. She is determined for this victory, but Toni Storm gets the shoulder up. Liv Morgan beside herself. She's, been telling everybody that Living Dangerously is her show. So she's been trying to prove that, and look at that, delivers an enziguri. Now Liv Morgan just, look at this now, Toni Storm back up to her feet. Look at this with the elbow. Oh, and another one as Liv Morgan gets back up. And look at that, Liv Morgan throws a clothesline, but Toni Storm with a flying forearm all the way across the ring and a hip attack into the corner. Good Lord, Toni Storm is just on a roll right now. And a headbutt again from Toni, but Liv Morgan counters with an uppercut. And Liv Morgan right to the face. And a drop kick. Good Lord, Liv Morgan is just firing on all cylinders at this point. Liv Morgan is just Toni Storm able to deliver a right hand, knocks out Liv Morgan in the process with an enziguri. like I said, Toni Storm and Liv Morgan, oh, wait a minute now. What is this? Toni Storm bridges into an armbar. Look at the face of urgency of Liv Morgan. Toni Storm just wrenching that arm in. Liv Morgan could tap here. Oh, wait a minute now. Liv Morgan able to roll her out of it. And now Liv Morgan back up to her feet as well as Toni Storm. And wait a minute now. Liv Morgan rolls her around, but Toni Storm catches her into the Storm Zero. What a counter from Toni Storm. Liv Morgan tried to go for a tilt-a-whirl, head scissor, and got dropped with Storm Zero. 1, 2, and we have a new ECW Women's Champion. That match may have been short-lived, but one hell of an impact that this match delivered. Beautiful counter from Toni Storm, able to deliver a Storm Zero, catching her and winning the matchup, and not as well as the ECW Women's Championship. And ladies and gentlemen, we are about to kick it to the next matchup, Shane Thorne versus Killian Dain, commentated by heel Diggy. But first, a message from Santos Escobar of Legado del Fantasma.
Hello and welcome back to Living Dangerously. On his way to the ring is Shane Thorne, but let me just introduce myself. I am heel Diggy, the voice of FNN, taking the reins of the commentary booth here for this match between Shane Thorne and Killian Dain. Shane Thorne absolutely fired up here tonight, wanting to get his hands on the ECW Television Championship, defeating Mojo Rawley in a 2 out of 3 falls match to qualify for this title match here tonight. Shane Thorne is fully motivated. His targets are set on Killian Dain and the ECW Television Championship. Now, when it comes to that championship, as Killian Dain didn't get an easy way to get it. He had to win a triple threat match on the very first episode of ECW, and there he is, the absolute behemoth of a man, the Beast of Belfast, the Hound of Ulster, the ECW Television Champion, Killian Dain. He has been your reigning and defending ECW Television Champion for the last 3 months. The last time we hit pay-per-view, Dain defeated Bo Dallas at Guilty as Charged and retained that championship. Will it be a repeat of Guilty as Charged, except this time in the place of Shane Thorne, or will Killian Dain be defeated by Shane Thorne in this absolute David versus Goliath bout that is about to hit your screen? The absolutely jam-packed arena here tonight are ready for this ECW World Television Championship contest. The referee just relaying instructions to the fighters not to let this get out of hand here tonight, which is understandable. Championship, wait a second. That's Paul Heyman, the general manager of ECW. Well, it looks like he's bringing over an FNN match to ECW here tonight for that television championship. Now, the rules of a bad blood contest states that you must make your opponent bleed before you can go for a pinfall or submission. That just makes this absolutely already elevated match here tonight even more brutal, and you can see Shane Thorne taking it to Killian Dain in the corner. This has turned into a punishment for Shane Thorne for helping out his friend Jack Maverick through his whole debut, and Paul Heyman is pissed, but Shane Thorne is rolling with the punches, quite literally with the punches and uppercuts. He is taking down Killian Dain here. And over the ropes goes Shane Thorne, bouncing off the ropes and going for a big splash by the looks of it, but Killian Dain says no. The Hound of Ulster here, scoping out Shane Thorne, and these big massive clubbing blows to the back of the head, and Killian Dain kicking the leg of Shane Thorne. And once again, I think it may be in the gut that time, and a big clothesline. Killian Dain looking at Shane Thorne suffering on the ground here tonight. Television championship, and a big headbutt by Killian Dain, and one more for good measure. Just put the cherry on the cake, and another one. He just took the cake and smashed it into Shane Thorne's face. Here we are, and Killian Dain got Shane Thorne all the way up there, got him crucifixed up there. Going for a big powerbomb, no, Shane Thorne neckbreaker takes down Killian Dain, and here we go, standing moonsault, and everything is pretty about that, absolutely picture perfect. Now Shane Thorne, big stiff European uppercut, takes the champion down. The champion is rocked here into a headlock, punching him in the back of the neck. Wear down your opponent and smashing his head into that turnbuckle. And once again, look at this, he's trying to bust open the champion. That cushion might be working into Killian Dain's advantage here, but you can see it definitely rocked the champion. Big knee to the back of Shane Thorne, the challenger. Oh, these headbutts, I did not even realise Killian Dain's been using these headbutts, but it's kind of a double-edged sword, as you may make your opponent bleed, but you can make yourself bleed. And big snake eyes in the corner. Shane Thorne rocked in the ring. Killian Dain looking for some plunder, I think. He's out and outside. You know me being the FNN boy, I love myself some weapons. Killian Dain back into the ring, and a big steel chair shot to the head. Head meets steel equals collateral damage, and that is exactly what just happened here. Shane Thorne absolutely rocked, and a big reverse suplex here. The champion making quick, easy work of Shane Thorne here. Got him up in this crucifix once again. Will he get Shane Thorne? Shane Thorne says no, and a big neck breaker. He's got the champion centre of the ring, but you cannot go for a pin. In a normal match he could, but this is a bad blood match. But look, Shane Thorne eyeing up the champion and exploding out of the corner with a huge drop kick right across the nose. He could try and break the nose and make Killian Dain bleed that way. Massive moonsault once again. You got to make your opponent bleed though. That is the first target here. Then you need to pin them. Killian Dain taking Shane Thorne back to this corner. Big Irish whip into the other corner. Killian Dain, and an exploding dropkick into the corner. Internal bleeding right there, but that does not count. It needs to be all exterior, and perhaps that could happen with these absolutely debilitating headbutts here. Oh, and that extra one just with extra oomph. Killian Dain said he doesn't want the steel chair. He throws it down in anger. Oh, he picks him up, very smart, and right across the head of Shane Thorne. right across the head, and I can see that there is some sort of moisture on that steel chair, and the headbutts once again. Here we go. Debilitating headbutts. One last one. And I can definitely see Shane Thorne is bleeding. Pinfalls are now activated for Killian Dain. Shane Thorne is one step behind. It is almost eerily similar to a 2 out of 3 falls match. You have to get the first fall, which is make your opponent bleed, and it seems like Shane Thorne's seen blood, and he is coming back with huge offense, a huge, absolutely rebounding, stiff European uppercut with into a drop kick. He has the champion rocked. It was that steel chair shot in to the devastating headbutts that have busted him open here. And wait a second, Shane Thorne throwing the steel chair, and boom, shades of RVD. The ECW legend himself, Shane Thorne, pulling out all the stops and a DDT onto that steel chair. Perhaps he's bleeding, or perhaps the huge, absolutely toughened cranium of Killian Dain is playing to his advantage, and that clothesline may have took the cranium right off the shoulders here. And a kick to the side of the head, just clipping the back of the ear. And Shane Thorne, look at that, ripping the turnbuckle pad off. Very smart, and a drop kick, hesitating through the air. And that's it, Dain is bleeding. This match can now be finished by either competitors. Both men are on even playing field. Nobody has the high ground here. Just Shane Thorne versus Killian Dain, and look at this image. Jesus Christ. Killian Dain, crimson mask and all, absolutely bloodied here, and this could be it. He did not hook the leg. 1, 2, 3, no. If he hooked the leg, it could have been a different story. Those little things add a lot in these matches. Shane Thorne picking up the champion, kick to the gut with a little bit of a spin and a clothesline over the top ropes. Killian Dain rocked in the outside, Shane Thorne up the ropes, and no! Jesus, the champion with the wherewithal, knowing exactly where to go and continuing with these barrage of headbutts onto Shane Thorne. Concussions and all, any of these things can happen in this match. And wait a second, Snake Eyes into the exposed turnbuckle. He's out to maim him here, and another one. He wants to destroy the head, destroy Shane Thorne completely. He wants to make sure that he can't come back and compete, and here we are. Another DDT down on the steel chair, this time by Dain. Shane Thorne getting absolutely decimated here. This is why Killian Dain is champion. This is why, because he knows how to decimate opponents. But then again, neither men were expecting this. And no, Jesus Christ. He may have just absolutely crushed the leg of Shane Thorne, the ankle, the knee, the shin, at all. Count to 100, it is over. No. Holy. I thought that was it. I thought that was going to be it, but Shane Thorne says no. The challenger, this David versus Goliath story. David with just enough strength to stay in it. And you can see the referee trying to get the turnbuckle pads back on. Killian Dain absolutely enraged at the referee. Stared a hole right through him. The referee showing fear. Deadlift. Powerbomb. Absolutely nothing pretty about it. An absolutely stiff powerbomb right there. The challenger is rocked. He is decimated here. And wait a second, small package. 1, 2, 3 is over. No. So close, yet so far away. Shane Thorne cannot put the champion away. Big uppercut here. And go for a drop kick there, but the champion says no. The champion absolutely bleeding profusely out of his head. And a huge knee, and Shane Thorne goes to the outside and Killian Dain follows. The Beast of Belfast giving us an absolutely fiendish performance here tonight. Big forearm across the face and a kick to the side of the head. Like, these men can walk out with blood loss, they can walk out with any sort of infections. Here we go. And he's got him in a dragon sleeper. He's just going to choke the challenger out. He's going to absolutely decimate him here. Wait a second, Shane Thorne punched him in the temple, right in the temple. Absolutely dizzying the champion here. A huge flatliner taking the champion down. Shane Thorne could have it right here. Try to kick him in the guts. Killian Dain saying, no, you are finished here. Punches him in the face, and here we go for the Ulster Plantation Dragon Rana. Holy Dragon Rana out of nowhere. And listen to this crowd as Shane Thorne picks him up, and this is it. Lifts him up and drills him down. Shane Thorne count to 100. We have a new television champion here tonight, and his name is Shane Thorne. An absolutely hard fought match, covered in his own blood, sweat and tears, but the David and the David versus Goliath story prevails even after Paul Heyman changing the plans. What an absolutely amazing match. I have been heel Diggy, the voice of FNN. I'm going to leave you with Shane Thorne.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to cut off the arrival of Darby Allin, but ladies and gentlemen, Jack Maverick has hijacked ECW. Jack Maverick, over the break, he stormed into the ring, and there you see, that's what he's asking. He's been asking for Paul Heyman. And I was about to be amazed about Darby Allin now joining ECW and the Cruiserweight Classic, but there's Paul Heyman. And Jack Maverick has been suspended from ECW. And there you hear it, Paul Heyman basically saying, if you want me to extend the suspension, you need to get the hell out of here. And now Paul Heyman calling for security. And look at this now, the security break, just hopping over the barricade, trying to get him out. Oh, but Jack Maverick's fighting back against the security guard. Look at this now, Jack Maverick. Oh, no. Look, wait a minute now, Jack Maverick. The chainsaw cutter delivered to the security guard. And Paul Heyman is... Wait a minute. Wait, look back in the ring. Paul Heyman, he already knows what's going on. It was a trap. It was a trap all along. What the hell? Wait, who? That's Zach Gibson, and that's James Drake. The Grizzly Young Veterans. What the hell are they doing here? Oh, wait a minute now. They're double teaming. Oh! Double suplex from the Grizzly Young Veterans to Jack Maverick. Paul Heyman knew this was going to happen. Oh my God! The Grizzly Young Veterans, I guess maybe that was the security that Paul Heyman was talking about. And look at this now, locks him into an armbar. My God, he could snap Maverick's arm right now. Oh my God, referee telling him to let go. Zach Gibson and James Drake. I was not expecting this at all. My God, they're still on the attack. And Paul Heyman's not going to stop it. I mean, this is against one of the people that he hates. No, no, no. Oh, my God, dropping him on his head. Leaving Maverick in a pile of his own flesh and bones in the middle of the ring. Oh, no, and they're not finished either. Zach Gibson now lifts up Jack Maverick. Oh, no, 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 no. James Drake holds him up and gets dropped with an enziguri. Good Lord. What the hell is going on? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be moving on to our next contest, which is going to be the ECW Championship, going to be defended as Apollo Crews steps into the ring with the Blackjack hopeful, Bo Dallas. And that is right now. One hell of a night so far. Thank you to Heel Diggy for taking a part of the impromptu Bad Blood match. We have a new ECW television champion. And now we are halfway through the show, and we are about to kick off part 2 of the show in tremendous fashion. As there you see Bo Dallas walking down with that briefcase, also in a similar get-up to one of the Blackjacks. And Bo Dallas, he knows his wrestling history. He is wrestling history. But Bo Dallas has the biggest opportunity of his life right now. Bo Dallas, a former NXT champion. Bo Dallas could finally be back at the top. He could be right where he wants to be. And that briefcase had the contract that secured this championship match with him. He said, I do not want to let this briefcase go. This is going to lead me to my biggest victory ever. And Bo Dallas has been very respectful with Apollo Crews. Apollo Crews showing the same mutual respect. But now, it's all fair in love and war. But when it comes to the ECW Championship, it's just business. And Apollo Crews about to set this match in the cruise control as he comes out with that ECW World Championship around his waist. Apollo Crews getting ready to defend his championship for the second time rather. Apollo Crews, his first defense, he defeated John Morrison on a night of ECW. And then he challenges Bo Dallas here tonight for his third title match for the ECW Championship. Won the title after defeating Sami Zayn in an Extreme Rules match at Guilty as Charged. And due to a lot of interference from Walter, Apollo Crews was able to get to best the victory and take advantage and win the ECW Championship. He has held that title ever since. And Apollo Crews was one of the biggest controversies of Universe Mode thus far. I mean, Apollo Crews jumped the gun from SmackDown, basically said, I'm going to exchange my United States Championship for an opportunity at the ECW title. And of course, then General Manager at the time, Shawn Michaels and Paul Heyman, both made a mutual agreement, and Apollo Crews was traded to ECW and given a title match. But Shawn Michaels was left without a United States champion, and that's where Roman Reigns came in. But I'm getting off topic now. But Apollo Crews now ready to defend his championship in what is set to be one hell of an athletic competition. And athleticism is just the bare minimum of what we are about to experience with the ECW title on the line. We've already seen all of the title matches we've seen thus far have been title changes. So, that's going to be very interesting if Bo Dallas is going to be able to best Apollo Crews and win that title right there with Apollo Crews side plates on it, Apollo Crews owning that championship. I mean, Apollo, when it comes down to it, you don't want to, mess with a man's title, but when it comes down to Apollo Crews, he's down for a fight. And Bo Dallas, well, you can just look in the eyes of Bo Dallas. Bo Dallas is ready for this opportunity. The biggest championship match of this young man's career. And Apollo Crews, I mean, one of the most worthy champions that you can think of. But Apollo, holding that championship around his waist, will it be for around his shoulder? Will it be for the last time, though? That is always a question that I ask in every single title match. Is it going to be the last time we see Apollo Crews hold that title in victory? I mean, Apollo Crews has definitely made his name known on ECW. I mean, defeating Sami Zayn, winning the championship, proving to everybody that he was world championship worthy. I mean, Apollo just simply respected his ways and said, I want the world championship. I want to be the face of the industry. And Bo Dallas, after winning that opportunity, wants to take that away, and he wants to finally be back in the spotlight. And this is definitely a chant you want to chant for NXT. Apollo Crews made his debut in NXT, defeating, well, I can't really remember off the top of my head. I believe it was Ty Dillinger that Apollo Crews defeated in his first ever NXT match. But then Bo Dallas, you know, like I said before, former NXT champion, Bo Dallas was basically there before the WWE Network even existed. But now, Apollo Crews and Bo Dallas already back to a collar and elbow tie-up, just keep delivering great back and forth maneuvers. I mean, Bo Dallas and Apollo Crews are definitely two great technician wrestlers, but they can also pack a punch if they need to. And Apollo Crews, look at that, just tossing him off of the hammerlock, and Bo Dallas, oh, look at this now, Apollo Crews getting into the face, and Bo Dallas just talking down to Apollo, as Bo Dallas able to get the right hand, and Apollo fires back with a left. And Apollo Crews now moves out. Apollo Crews not able to get that discus elbow. Dallas is going to counter. Look at this. Dallas into the corner. Look at this. Going to go for a running bulldog. But Apollo Crews just throws him right off. Apollo Crews utilizing his power. And again, delivers an Olympic slam to Bo Dallas. And immediately goes into the pinfall. Apollo Crews looking to end this match early. But the ECW champion has to do a little bit more damage before he can actually win. Oh, and a second Olympic slam. And Apollo Crews getting fired up. I mean, in the early goings of this match, you want to keep your adrenaline going, but you don't want to overuse it, because then you get tired out and you're not going to be able to get your shoulder up or kick out for the 1, 2, 3. Oh, Bo Dallas popped up and dropped down with a power slam. Bo Dallas and Apollo Crews, both of these guys, just two of the most, you know, decorated workers, you know, in the new era of the WWE. I mean, Apollo Crews, when it comes down to it, Apollo is Apollo Crews is a former United States champion, and is the current ECW champion. Oh, I mean, Bobby Lashley, you know, followed the same route, but Bobby Lashley has been out on injury as of late. Oh, look at this now. Apollo Crews trying to go for a spinning wheel kick. I actually came up with the name that time, but Bo Dallas able to maneuver out of it, catches Apollo Crews and drops him down into a backbreaker. Bo Dallas now going to take control of this matchup. Look at this. Signature Bo Dallas using those knees. Just drops it onto the chest of Apollo. I mean, Apollo Crews, he's faced the likes of Killian Dain. He's faced the likes of, oh, look at this now. Bo Dallas trying to go for a flying clothesline, but Apollo Crews catches him and drops him right onto the top of his knee. And now Apollo Crews, he's going to go to the top. Look at this, drops an elbow. But Bo Dallas able to maneuver himself out of the way. Bo Dallas going to take control of this matchup. Look at this, rolls him into a reverse DDT. Like I said, Bo Dallas and Apollo Crews, they have extensive repertoires. They know how to deliver, you know, unique moves and just keep delivering and firing on all cylinders, as Apollo Crews kicks right back up to his feet and delivers another spinning wheel kick right to the face of Bo Dallas. Apollo Crews just still going at it. Apollo Crews just firing. Oh my God, look at this. Apollo Crews with the right hands. And look at this now. Apollo sends Bo Dallas off of the ropes once again. Look at the leapfrog. Beautiful athleticism. Oh, and tried to go for a belly-to-belly, but Bo Dallas counters and delivers a neck breaker. And wait a minute now. Bo Dallas going to go to the second rope, but Apollo Crews trying to stand back up on the ropes here. And wait a minute now. What is Dallas thinking? Look at this now. Bo Dallas off of the ropes and, oh, delivers a knees directly to the sternum, and Bo Dallas into a Russian leg sweep, sending Apollo Crews right down onto the mat. And Bo Dallas, I mean, you don't want to take him too kindly. I mean, he always tells all of his fans to Bo leave, and you can pursue your dreams or whatever the hell kind of nonsense he says. But Apollo Crews trying to go for another spinning wheel kick, gets dropped down onto the knee of Bo Dallas once again. And look at this now, Dallas telling the ECW champion to get back up to his feet. Bo Dallas has something in mind. He tried to go for that patent spear, but Apollo Crews able to maneuver and counter it into a DDT. Bo Dallas struggling to get back up. I mean, Bo Dallas is, look at this now, Dallas still struggling right now, but Apollo Crews to the outside sends himself over the top. He may not have gotten all of it, but he definitely connected. He may have headbutted Bo Dallas in the chest. Now Apollo Crews going to take control of this matchup once again. Apollo Crews has to get this matchup in his favor. I mean, Apollo Crews, he can just take a countout victory or disqualification victory, but we all know Apollo Crews isn't like that. Oh, but he is like that. Hit you on the side of the head with a huge enziguri. And now the referee at a count of 5. I might be wrong. Apollo Crews might be taking a countout victory. Oh no. No, he's not. Apollo Crews, he was just looking at that turnbuckle. And referee at a count of 7. Bo Dallas is barely up on his feet. Look at this. Apollo Crews off of the top rope delivers an elbow, driving Bo Dallas's face down onto the floor. Oh my God, Apollo Crews just showing no remorse, but Bo Dallas quickly gets back up and delivers a huge Irish whip right into the ring post. Bo Dallas gonna counter and take a maneuver out. Oh, Bo Dallas with a right hand and a big boot, just lopping the head of Apollo Crews. And look at man, now Bo Dallas lifts him up and drops him down with a body slam. Bo Dallas and Apollo Crews, these guys just keep they just keep going on, just firing and shooting. I mean, Bo Dallas honoring the Blackjack, the old school tag team, the Blackjacks. Oh, Apollo Crews with a bicycle kick, knocking Bo Dallas's head almost into the cheap seats. Look at this now, Apollo Crews, reverse DDT. Oh, the strength of Apollo Crews never ceases to amaze me, but Bo Dallas gets right back into it, and into the Bo Dazzler. Bo Dallas drops Apollo Crews with the Bo Dazzler into the pinfall. 1, 2, Bo Dallas could be walking out as ECW champion. Not yet. Apollo Crews still is into this matchup, and Bo Dallas has to do a little bit more damage. And Apollo Crews, utilizing his strength, sends him right over the top of his shoulder. And now Apollo Crews is going to take control again, grabs the arm. Dallas fires away with a right to the face of Apollo. And a chop. Oh, and another one. Oh, but Apollo fires back with a chop of his own. And Apollo Crews, now he's going to take control, grabbing Bo Dallas by the hair. Oh, and just slams him into the turnbuckle. He just opened up Bo Dallas on that. Bo Dallas with a huge cut on his forehead. May have caught the metal or something. Apollo Crews now power slam off of the top rope. Good Lord, Apollo Crews and Bo Dallas just they know how to deliver athleticism, and they know how to utilize their agility well. But if that means they gotta bust some skulls in the process, as Bo Dallas now delivers the running senton, or the diving senton rather, and knocking Apollo Crews down. Oh, Bo Dallas tried to fire with a right hand. Apollo Crews moves out of the way. Apollo Crews, look at this, swings him into a neck breaker. Now Apollo Crews changing the tide of this match very quickly, and Apollo Crews with a huge spinning wheel kick once again. Look at the face of Bo Dallas. Look at that mask. He's bleeding so much that it's trickling onto his chest. Oh, and Apollo Crews just got caught with an elbow. And look at this now, Dallas is pissed. Look at his face. Look at the crimson mask of Bo Dallas. He is definitely not happy as he puts Apollo Crews onto the top rope. And wait a minute now, what does he have in mind? Bo Dallas, he's going to go to the top rope. Apollo Crews is in a bad position here. Bo Dallas has him into a butterfly position. Butterfly suplex off of the top rope. Apollo Crews went fully across the ring. And now, oh, Bo Dallas with a chop. And a spear for good measure. Dropping him with a spear. Apollo Crews could be down and out into the pinfall. Bo Dallas had the leg hooked, but Apollo Crews gets the shoulder up. Apollo Crews not going to be taken lightly. And when it comes down to it, Apollo Crews is not going to give up. Moves out of the way of the big boot. Apollo Crews with a German suplex, dropping Bo Dallas on his head. Shoulders are down, but no, not even a count of 2 before Bo Dallas able to recuperate. Apollo Crews now, delivering the right as Bo Dallas is donning a crimson mask. Bo Dallas, he didn't know where he was for a second, gets clotheslined to the outside. Apollo Crews now, wait a minute, off of the apron with a moonsault. Picture perfect, delivered by the ECW champion. Oh, and a shooting star for good measure on the outside. But Apollo Crews already feeling the effects of this matchup. I mean, they've already gone through a lot. Bo Dallas barely able to stand right now. But look at this now. Bo Dallas is going to fly probably off of the top. Apollo Crews stops him midair, throws him off of the top, and Bo Dallas went crashing down to the mat. Apollo Crews now getting the energy, waiting for that revenge. Apollo Crews off the ropes. Oh my God, spikes him on his head with a DDT. Apollo Crews off. Oh, man, off of that DDT, already taking advantage. Oh, and he hits a Bo Dallas right in the back. And Apollo Crews looked for go to cruise control, but Bo Dallas able to maneuver it into a Bulldog to counter. But now Bo Dallas with the right hands. Oh, and a spear. Bo Dallas delivers the spear. Apollo Crews, shoulders are down. Dallas hooks the leg into the pinfall. But Bo Dallas still did not have enough to put away the ECW champion, Apollo Crews. You can just clearly see that both of these men are trying their best, their hardest to walk away as champion. But how much is going to be too much? And look at this now as Bo Dallas puts Apollo Crews into the corner. Look at the right hands from Dallas. Look at the hard right shots as he gets trapped in the corner. And now Apollo Crews down and out. Oh, but Apollo pushes him back. Oh, and tries to go for a clothesline. Bo Dallas sidesteps. Bo Dallas sidesteps, slowing down this matchup in the last bit of effort that he has. I mean, Bo Dallas just seems to be, oh, wait a minute now, Apollo Crews back up to his feet, counters a right hand. Oh, and look at that now, Apollo with a, oh, man, 2 flying shots, and look at this now, into the corner with a clothesline. And now Apollo Crews off the ropes, Dallas throws the clothesline, moves out of the way, but he gets caught with a clothesline, and Apollo kips right back up to his feet. Apollo Crews now telling Dallas to get up, and he sends him right back down with an enziguri. Now Apollo Crews just utilizing any opportunity that he can as Bo Dallas still trying to find that hope, that struggle to get back into this matchup. Apollo Crews with his war cry, just looking at Dallas, sends him off of the ropes for the Irish whip. And look at this. Oh, but Dallas counters. Dallas counters with an elbow to the head. And wait a minute now, Bo Dallas looking to take control. Final cut. Bo Dallas hits the final cut. But wait a minute. Oh, but Apollo Crews, he got a safe haven. Apollo Crews got his foot on the rope, his hand under the rope, as soon as Bo Dallas delivered the final cut. Bo Dallas probably should have won that match there, but Apollo Crews gonna take control, slams him down, caught him by the leg, slams him with a power bomb. Now Apollo Crews slowly making his way back up to the middle. Oh man, but Apollo Crews, Apollo tried to throw a clothesline, or a drop kick rather. Bo Dallas now gonna take control. Look at this, butterfly DDT, spikes him on the top of his head. Dallas now, last bit of effort into the pinfall. Apollo Crews' leg is hooked, but Apollo Crews able to push Bo Dallas off of him. Utilizing his strength ability, he was able to get back into this matchup as Apollo Crews delivers a kick. And wait a minute now, Apollo Crews going to take control of this matchup. Apollo Crews has Dallas in a prone position for the cruise control. 1, 2, 3. Apollo Crews retains his ECW Heavyweight Championship. Solid effort from Bo Dallas, the blackjack holder. Look at this. Bo Dallas delivers final cut beautifully, but Apollo Crews able to get his hand under the rope, caused a break, and that allowed Apollo Crews to take control and deliver the cruise control to win the ECW championship, to retain his championship against one of the most formidable opponents that he's ever had to face. And Apollo Crews still lives on, and the reign of Apollo still continues as he holds that ECW championship in his hand, and he is proud to hold that championship high. But ladies and gentlemen, we just want to thank The World I Knew for Dying to Believe, which is the anthem of Living Dangerously. You can get that off of the album The Lit and the Lost. All links are down below if you want to check out The World I Knew. And also, ladies and gentlemen, our next pay-per-view announcement, Hardcore Heaven. And Hardcore Heaven, we will be seeing the semifinals of the Cruiserweight Classic and the crowning of the ECW Cruiserweight Champion. So much ahead of us, as Hardcore Heaven is the next pay-per-view to hit your screens, which will be ECW exclusive. But the next time you see us on pay-per-view, or actually a pay-per-view in general, will be No Way Out, which is coming soon, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to be SmackDown exclusive. And after that is the granddaddy of them all, the final show of, well, people would call it the end of a season, but WrestleMania is on the horizon. And who is going to walk into WrestleMania as a champion? Apollo Crews has already been told that he will, it was told back before Royal Rumble, Apollo Crews was told by Paul Heyman that he will be defending his ECW championship at WrestleMania. The championship will be defended, is basically what Paul Heyman said. And Bo Dallas was not able to best the victory, so Apollo Crews has already secured his spot for his championship to be defended at WrestleMania. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, we are moving to the opener for the main event as the Guild. There you see there Bronson Reed, Titus O'Neil, and the unknown leader that has been leading the Guild ever since the unfortunate passing of Brody Lee. Brody Lee was promised that the Guild would offer one hell of an opportunity, and the Guild has definitely been on a warpath ever since. I mean, been taking out different, tag teams. I mean, the Guild qualified. I mean, Brody Lee was the one who made the pinfall to secure this opportunity. So Titus and Bronson Reed, they want to make sure that they walk out as the champions, and they want to, they want to prove that they are the head of the tag team division. And the unknown leader, he's still in pursuit. I mean, he's, been in the back of everybody's minds ever since. I mean, we still wonder who is actually behind the mask. But there you see, ladies and gentlemen, the ECW Tag Team Champions, the Lucha Mafia. And it looks like, by the looks of it, Gran Metalik and Lince Dorado will be stepping into the ring here tonight to defend their championships. Kalisto donning a different color get-up from the green. But, ladies and gentlemen, do not go anywhere, as our next matchup will be the main event of the evening. Sami Zayn will be taking on Walter in the Hardcore Rules match, and that is going to close the show. But also, we will be looking at exclusive footage from the Cruiserweight Classic. We have some screenshots from the matches from the previous tapings that have transpired over the last couple of weeks, and those were pre-taped for the first round. Everything else will be in succession. But we will also be mentioning that the Cruiserweight Classic will be, the full bracket will be revealed on the first episode of ECW, the next episode of ECW. We will be revealing who will be walking into Full Sail University and who will be facing up against one another. We revealed some of the competitors over the last couple of weeks, and we still have some names yet to be revealed. But all I know is that Lince Dorado has already expressed that he will be taking part in the Cruiserweight Classic, but he has one hell of a challenge. He's actually going to be going up not an unknown name. He is going up against a man who has not yet competed in WWE, and I'm not going to spoil it, but you just got to check out the Cruiserweight Classic. That's all you have to do. You have to check it out if you want to see the matches. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Gran Metalik and Bronson Reed going to be starting off this tag team championship matchup. All of these men pretty much took place in NXT. I mean, Lince Dorado and Gran Metalik, I mean, they made their, first appearance in the first ever Cruiserweight Classic. Jesus! Bronson Reed with a cheap shot, knocking Gran Metalik down the sides in the corner. And Metalik, he's pissed. Look at this. Metalik already out of the gate. I mean, the funniest thing is that this is kind of coming full circle, considering the fact that Bronson Reed made his debut against... Oh, look at that. Bronson Reed just throwing away the drop kick and sends him over with a kitchen sink. But like I said, ladies and gentlemen, Bronson Reed, he actually made his debut against Gran Metalik. One hell of a spine buster delivered into the pinfall now, but Metalik able to get the kick out quickly. But yeah, Bronson Reed, it was actually supposed to be Titus O'Neil versus Gran Metalik, but Brody Lee introduced the newest face of Fatality, which was Bronson Reed, as Gran Metalik flies off of the top with a lion salt and just knocks down the big man the size. And Gran Metalik was taken care of by Bronson Reed when Reed delivered the tidal wave and was able to... Oh! the tag team champion. But look at this now, Lince Dorado. Oh, Lince Dorado just drops the head. And you can tell that the Lucha Mafia have been, taking a bit of a, well, I guess you could say a little bit of preparation for this matchup, considering that you can clearly see the size difference between all 4 competitors. Oh, look at this now. Lince Dorado able to land on his feet. Look at this. Drops him on the top of his head with a Poison Rana. Good Lord. Lince Dorado and Gran Metalik, maybe they're trying to show the violence that the Guild have been portraying throughout their run here in ECW. I mean, Lince Dorado looks like he's trying to match that sort of violence. Oh, and look at this now. Lince with an enziguri to the outside. Look at the speed. Look at this. Through the bottom rope. Sends him away with a Hurricane Rana. Lince Dorado going 0 to 100 real fast. And now Lince Dorado. Look at this now. Lince telling him to get back up to his feet. Watch out. Titus O'Neil with a cheap shot from behind. Knocks down the referee. You can see Kalisto just talking down to Bronson Reed as Reed's struggling to stand. And look at this now. Titus O'Neil just going after Lince Dorado. Metalik can only just watch. Oh, and Titus O'Neil with a right hand. And wait a minute now. The referee's back up to his feet. Referee at count of 1. Oh, but Metalik flies into the middle of the ring with a drop kick. Oh, and a drop kick to Bronson Reed as well. Metalik saving his tag team partner in the early goings of this matchup. Lince Dorado now going to take control. Oh, but Bronson Reed comes out of the gate with a huge chop. And look at this now. Reed on the shoulders swings him out into a TKO, similar to Austin Theory's ATL, which we saw earlier tonight. Austin Theory made his debut here on ECW and picked up the win against Johnny Curtis. Toni Storm became the new ECW champion. Shane Thorne, after having the match changed to a bad blood match, was able to best Killian Dain and walk out as the new ECW television champion. Oh! And Apollo Crews able to retain his ECW World Championship. So we've seen a lot happen here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Can we see, any more as Titus O'Neil? You can just clearly see the size difference. I mean, Titus O'Neil just towering over Lince Dorado. And look at this now, Titus O'Neil. Oh, he just got dropped onto his head. Titus O'Neil tried to take control. Lince Dorado countered, spinned him out into a DDT. Lince Dorado off of the springboard. Look at this. Barely was able to wrap his legs around Titus O'Neil. And Metalik with a Tope Itamiko to the back. I mean, he sacrificed himself for some bit of offense as Lince Dorado now rolls Titus O'Neil up into a Hurricane Rana position. But Titus O'Neil, like I said, utilizing his power, able to just push Lince Dorado off with little hesitation. Oh, and Lince Dorado with a right. Look at this. Lince going to take control. Sends Titus O'Neil off the ropes. But Titus O'Neil with a right hand directly to the abdomen. Titus O'Neil now. Oh, man. Slams him down into a power slam. And there you see Kalisto sharing a bit of urgency. Oh, man. Titus O'Neil drops him with a backbreaker and again. And look at this. Oh, my God. Nearly tossed him over the top rope. He would have threw him right onto Kalisto. But as you can see, Lince Dorado, he is not in a good position here. Metalik just now struggling to get back up to the apron. Bronson Reed gets the tag. I mean, this match has been, pretty one-sided thus far. I mean, Bronson Reed and Titus O'Neil have really taken the offense throughout this entire matchup. And look at this now. Bronson Reed has Lince Dorado in his position for a suplex, but Lince Dorado able to counter. Lince, wraps himself around Bronson Reed into a crucifix pinfall. Could have his match won, but no. Lince Dorado still had a little bit more to do. Gran Metalik, look at this. German suplex to Titus O'Neil. Oh, and Bronson Reed clobbers him in the back. And look at this now. Bronson Reed with a chop block to Gran Metalik. Good Lord, Bronson Reed just still, just showing that violent tendency. Look at this, tossing Metalik right on top of the rope, nearly phased him into it. But now Bronson Reed gonna take control, has Lince Dorado. And look at this now, Bronson Reed just tossing him and slamming him down. There you see the leader of the Guild. He's definitely showing some struggle, but he's definitely getting excited for Bronson Reed getting back into this matchup. Oh, but that's going to quickly change as Lince Dorado pushes him back. And wait a minute now. Wait, what the hell? Wait, the leader of the Guild, wait, where is he going? Oh, wait, watch out. Look, wait a minute. The leader of the Guild, he's attacking. Oh, he's attacking Kalisto. Oh, my God, what the hell is going on? Wait, oh, my God, no, wait a minute. Oh, my God. What the hell is going on? Look at this in the middle of the ring. Bronson Reed spins him out with a TKO. Driving him down the sides. Look at this. Titus O'Neil attacking Gran Metalik on the outside. And look at this now. The leader attacking Kalisto near the barricade. Oh my God. Bronson Reed, look at this. Drops him into a Samoan drop. Samoan drop from Bronson Reed into the pinfall. Could have it here. Do we have new tag team champions? But Gran Metalik breaks it up at 2. And look at this now. The leader of the Guild and Kalisto, they're fighting somewhere in the arena. I mean, oh man. This is just complete chaos as rung out here in the Royal Farms Arena. And, oh man. The leader of the Guild just utilizing those strikes to his advantage. I mean, Bronson Reed now gets the tag into Titus O'Neil, and Titus and Lince Dorado now the legal ones in this matchup. And I don't know where the hell the leader of the Guild and Kalisto are going, but all I know is that now they've taken the managers out of the equation, so now this can be a straightforward tag team match. And look at this now, power slam from Titus, but Lince able to counter it into a reverse DDT. Like I said, both of these guys, you know, they're the tag team champions for a reason. They know how to, you know, they know how to get their shit done. And oh, Lince with a DDT, and Lince Dorado with a huge senton and Tomiko. And Lince Dorado now going to take advantage of this matchup, sends Titus O'Neil into his own corner. And, oh, kick directly to the shin of Titus O'Neil. And look at this now. Gran Metalik and Lince able to get the tag in. Look at this, hip toss. And wait a minute, double team kick. My good lord. And look at this now. Gran Metalik goes to the outside. Tope Tomiko from Gran Metalik. Just great distance he covered there. Oh, and look at this now with the chop. Oh, and a drop kick, able to knock the big man off of his feet. Gran Metalik now looking at Titus O'Neil, tries to throw a clothesline. Titus O'Neil counters with a right hand directly between the eyes of the masked luchador. Look at this now, Titus O'Neil going to take control of Gran Metalik now. And look at that, there's the tag into the face of fatality, Bronson Reed. Look at this now, Bronson drops the axe handle right onto the arm. And there you can just see that Bronson Reed is not giving up. Oh, wait a minute now. Bronson Reed could be going for the Samoan drop once again. Oh, wait, but Metalik able to counter out of it, able to get those elbows, able to knock Bronson Reed down the sides. Oh, and look at this now, Gran Metalik. Oh, man, huge elbow delivered to Bronson. A huge chop delivered from Gran Metalik as well. And wait a minute now we got footage. They're up near the stage area. Bronson Reed and Gran Metalik fighting in the middle of the ring, but the leader of the Guild, look at this, drops Kalisto with a suplex onto the floor. And look at this now, Bronson Reed, and oh! Bronson Reed caught right in the mouth with a super kick. And look at this now, Gran Metalik gonna take control of Titus O'Neil and sends him over with a sunset flip into a powerbomb. Look at this, Gran Metalik, crossbody. Gran Metalik delivers the crossbody. And wait a minute now, look at this, there's still fighting going up on the stage, as the Guild leader just powers Kalisto with a huge spear. And wait a minute now, what is this? Oh, no. What the hell does he have in mind here? Oh my God! Good lord, he just spiked him on the top of his head with the screwdriver. Oh, wait a minute, no, I don't like the look in the eyes. No, look at this. No, Kalisto, he's in a bad position. Power bomb off of the top of the stage. Kalisto may have just landed on his head. Kalisto, he's being taken off by ring crew here. He definitely has to have some injuries off of that one. The Guild leader got the hell out of there. I don't know where he went, but Metalik flies over the top rope and takes out Bronson Reed. Oh, but wait a minute. How did he get there? Wait a minute. Look at this. DDT from the Guild leader to Lince Dorado. This match is going to end in disqualification. The Lucha Mafia have retained their tag team titles, but I don't even think that the Guild cares. I mean, there you just see the leader just cost his team his match. And look at this now. Oh, wait a minute now. Oh no, they're at a bad position here. Look at this. In honor of Brody Lee, Brody Bomb. Are you kidding me? This was a setup. This was planned. Titus O'Neil and Bronson Reed, they were in on it. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no. No, the leader of the guild with Lince Dorado onto that announce table. Oh no, no, look at this. What does he have in mind? No! Pump handle slam through the announce table. What the hell? The guild just causing chaos throughout this entire ring. Wait a minute, Bronson Reed and Titus O'Neil looking at... Wait a minute, he's taking the mask off! Who is it? It's Bobby Roode! The glorious one! Bobby Roode is the leader of the guild! Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm still in shock from the reveal of Bobby Roode, but here we want to share some exclusive screenshots from the Cruiserweight Classic. There you see Pac versus Oni Lorcan, Adam Cole versus Roderick Strong, a tag team, debacle that will be taking place, and Adam Cole and Roderick Strong are going to be fighting. Akira Tozawa from ECW going to be taking on the Intercontinental Champion Tommaso Ciampa in the Cruiserweight Classic, and that is one hell of a match to look forward to. Chad Gable taking on the rising star Kota Ibushi in what is set to be one of the best matches of the tournament. And then here you go, Johnny Gargano taking on Zack Sabre Jr. in one hell of an indie-rific clash. But then also we see Pete Dunne taking on Kyle O'Reilly in what is set to be a clash of encounters that have seen in the past. And Cedric Alexander taking on Noam Dar, which I will reveal is the first matchup of the Cruiserweight Classic. That and more coming your way in the next couple of weeks, ladies and gentlemen. But now it is time for the main event of the evening, as we are about to see a war as Sami Zayn steps into the ring with Walter in the first and final encounter. Sami Zayn has been looking to get his revenge on Walter for months after Sami Zayn was cost his ECW Championship match opportunity against Apollo Crews at Guilty as Charged, when Walter came out of the audience and attacked Sami Zayn and cost him the opportunity of a lifetime. Sami Zayn was going crazy over the fact that Walter took something away from him, and it was only until recently that Sami Zayn was able to get his, dire revenge on Walter, when Sami Zayn hopped the barricade during Walter and Bo Dallas's matchup in a ladder match, and as Walter climbed up the ladder to retrieve the briefcase for that opportunity at the championship, Sami Zayn came out of nowhere and threw Walter off of a ladder and took the opportunity to maim Walter so that he was not able to get back up to his feet. And ever since then, it has been all-out war. Sami Zayn and Walter clashing every single week, but now this is what's going to finish it. This is what is going to cap off one of the hottest rivalries of ECW in history. And you gotta think too, Sami Zayn has one hell of a, wave of momentum over him. I mean, 2 pay-per-views of ECW, and Sami Zayn has main evented both of them. But let's just hope that it's not going to be the same outcome as last time, with Walter taking advantage and knocking Sami Zayn down and costing him his matchup. And there you see Sami Zayn and Walter, they are not in their traditional wrestling gear. This is about to be one hell of a fight. And that's what Sami Zayn told me earlier. He said, this is not a fight. This is not a match. This is simply business. This is personal. And Walter just gets into the ring, getting ready for what is set to be one of the biggest matches and one of the most hard-hitting matches of his career. And wait a minute now, Sami Zayn just got into the ring. Walter has no ideas. Look at this, Sami just looking at Walter right in the face. And Sami Zayn already gonna take control of the matchup as Walter, he just got clobbered with a clothesline. Sami Zayn now, oh man, Sami Zayn now just delivering these rights on Walter. And look at this now, Sami Zayn looking Walter right in the eye, is going to take advantage of the matchup. The match has already began, the bell has rung. But look at this now, Sami Zayn throwing Walter to the outside. Look at this, Sami Zayn ready to fly over the top and taking out Walter with a tope con hilo. Not even 2 minutes into this matchup, and we are already seeing a machine gun like style from Sami Zayn. And wait a minute now, Walter's going to take control. And remember, in a hardcore rules matchup, there is no disqualifications, no countouts, and falls count anywhere. So Walter will be able to pin Sami Zayn wherever he wants, and Sami Zayn will be able to pin Walter wherever he wants. Speaking of which, Walter into a snap suplex, already into the first pinfall of the matchup. But like I said, Sami Zayn and Walter, they do not have to be in the ring to make a pinfall. They can just pin wherever they want to, and hopefully they get the win. Oh, look at this now. Sami Zayn maneuvers himself out of there and drops Walter face first with a half-and-half suplex. And look at this now. Sami Zayn already going under the ring. And wait a minute now. Uh-oh, he pulls out a table. Sami Zayn with a table in hand. Oh, just smacks Walter in the face with it. Good Lord, Sami Zayn. Like I said, this is personal for Sami. And Sami Zayn has still not recovered from that shoulder injury. What one hell of a chair shot to the face of Walter. As you can see, Sami Zayn still with that bandage wrapped around his shoulder. Oh man, now Sami Zayn, fisherman driver, drops Walter right on his head on the outside. But Walter able to get the quick count out, or get the quick kick out rather. And Sami Zayn and Walter both made their names known in NXT. Sami Zayn, a former NXT champion. Walter, oh wait a minute now, look at this. Walter, oh my god. Walter just grabbing Zayn and just tossing him wherever the hell he wants. Oh, it tosses him into the barricade this time. But wait a minute now, what is Walter thinking? Utilizing his environment, drops Sami Zayn ribs first onto the top of that steel barricade. That's not like the other barricades, ladies and gentlemen. That's just straight steel. And you're going face first onto it. And now Walter, oh man, sends Sami Zayn face first into that ring post. And like I said, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, no rules. I mean, they can pretty much utilize their entire environment. All they have to do is get a pin or a submission and they win this matchup. And wait a minute now, Sami Zayn put up in a bad position here. Walter just spears Sami Zayn through the barricade. Good Lord, like I said, that's not no protective barricade. That is straight steel that Sami Zayn just got put through. And look at this now, Walter immediately into the pinfall. Into the pinfall, the referee counting, and Sami Zayn able to get the shoulder up, his bad shoulder up too. That just shows the determination that Sami Zayn has. I mean, utilizing any kind of, utilizing any kind of opportunity he can, but it seems as if maybe Sami Zayn didn't know what he was getting into. I mean, he's been wanting this fight for 2 months, and now he's finally getting it, but Walter has just been showing devastation throughout this entire matchup. Walter now, look at this, slams Sami Zayn onto that equipment box, and Sami Zayn, he's like staggering, he's barely able to stand right now. Oh, and Walter with a headbutt to the back of the head, but now Walter tossing Sami Zayn away. He's trying to get him towards that area, towards the equipment area. I mean, you can definitely see there's some things on the ground over there. You can see the crowd getting excited, hear the crowd getting excited too when they saw the weapons. And wait a minute now, what is Sami Zayn doing here? Oh my god! I believe that's called the crash landing. And Sami Zayn now into the pinfall. Walter could be down and out, but Sami Zayn, look at that, Sami Zayn, he's pissed. Sami Zayn is pissed off that he did not get that pinfall. But now, as Walter is getting back up to his feet, Sami Zayn, kendo stick in hand. Oh, and tried to whack him in the chest, or whack him in the stomach with the kendo stick. Walter picks it up and whacks it over the head of Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn went just falling to the outside. And, oh no, Walter, he's got a trash can. Oh my god. Well, Sami's probably not going to have any more Zayns in the future. But now, Sami Zayn tossing Walter into the barricade by the... Oh! You can just see that the WWE Universe is just getting a forefront of the action. I mean, You know, they're just slamming each other in front of each other. I mean, look at the... Oh, man, Walter sent face first into that steel barricade. Oh, and an uppercut from Sami Zayn. And you gotta think, too, there's nothing on the line here. I mean, you know, this is what's on the line, this win. I mean, Sami Zayn and Walter, they both need this win to prove who is the better athlete. But also, at the same time, Sami wants to get his revenge. Walter was perched up on that table. Sami Zayn tried to go after him. But now Walter's going to take control as Sami Zayn went chest first into that table. And the referee can only do what he can, and that's watch on. And Walter sends Sami Zayn right back into it. Just like I said, like Walter, you know, and Sami Zayn, they have clear distaste for one another. Oh, wait a minute now. What is this? Sami Zayn, he's propped up onto that table. What is Walter thinking here? Oh, no, no, no. Walter! F5 through the table. Into the pinfall. Walter immediately gets into it. 1, 2. Sami Zayn could be done. But Sami Zayn gets his shoulder up, able to get out of this, still into this contest, while giving himself a reprieve for just a minute. But now Walter's pissed. He's got Sami Zayn by the hair. I mean, he put him through a table. I thought that was going to be it. But Walter now just dragging Sami Zayn towards the ringside area. I mean, you can see the crowd here. Just look at the chaos that they've already ensued. I mean, they broke one of the barricades. They slammed each other on the barricades. They've broken tables. They've used weapons. I mean, Walter and Sami, like I said, it doesn't matter it doesn't matter who's in the right here. I mean, oh, wait a minute now, look at this. Walter, he's pissed. He's taking apart that announce table. Walter has some evil intentions in mind. Look at this, Walter just tossing those monitors away. But wait a minute now, Sami Zayn, he's on the apron. Arabian press, just knocking Walter right down. Sami Zayn taking the forefront of this matchup, delivers the Arabian press, and now getting back into it. Walter must have pulled out a table from under there. I mean, we all know the benefit of tables that Sami Zayn and Walter have been putting each other through. And wait a minute now, oh, and we all know the symbolism behind that ladder. As Sami Zayn pulls out a ladder, puts it into the ring. That was probably the same ladder that Sami Zayn cost Walter his opportunity, and Walter's on the other side of the ring too. Walter's got a weapon. And uh-oh, Sami Zayn's got one too. Baseball bat versus sledgehammer. Oh! And the sledgehammer prevails. Walter now firing away with the sledgehammer shots on Sami Zayn. And look at this now. Walter picks up that ladder, and I don't know what the hell he has in mind. Walter puts it into the corner. Oh! Huge clubbing blow to the back of the head to Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn could have been caught with a German suplex there, but Sami Zayn able to maneuver out of it and able to get back into this matchup. Sami Zayn, look at this. Drops Walter right on the top of his head with a driver. And Sami Zayn now, oh no, picks up that baseball bat and just gives him a whack right onto the top of the chest. Could have caved in his ribs there. Oh, and that may have caved in his teeth as Sami Zayn delivers an enziguri. Now Walter is trying to get back into this matchup. Sami Zayn looking Walter right in the eyes. Oh, and he catches him with an elbow shot directly to the nose. And wait a minute now, what is Sami Zayn thinking here? Look at the power of Sami. Powers him over his head with a huge exploder suplex. And look at this now, into the pinfall. Sami Zayn takes control, but Walter able to get the shoulder up. Sami Zayn, utilizing his full strength, tosses Walter over his head with an exploder suplex. And like I said earlier, he got hit pretty hard in the head. Walter has been busted open. Oh, look at this now. Walter's going to take control as he has Sami Zayn up on his shoulders. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Walter. Oh! Huge running power slam, slams Sami Zayn down. And Sami Zayn rolls to the outside to get maybe a quick reprieve. But look at this. Look in the middle of the ring. Look at the ring. Walter picks up that table. Sami Zayn still recovering on the outside. And Walter, I don't know what Walter has in mind. He's circling his surroundings. And the referee gets down to the floor. He's following Walter. I mean, Walter is the man who's on his feet. And Walter puts together that table at ringside. Oh, wait a minute now. Walter gets back into the ring. He has no idea. Wait, where's Sami Zayn? Oh, there's Sami Zayn. Top rope crossbody. Lateral press into the pinfall. Sami Zayn could have Walter put away. But no, Walter was able to get his shoulder up at the last moment. I think, oh, look at this now. Walter gets back out of the ring to maneuver himself. Oh, my God. Walter with a huge punch to the gut set Sami Zayn down. He may have nicked the corner of that table on the outside. And look at this now. Walter picks up that table again. And Walter making sure that it's, you know, just reliable enough to put Sami Zayn through. And look at this now. Look in the ring. Look in the ring. Sami Zayn's got that baseball bat in his hand. And Walter now just staring down Sami Zayn. And Walter wants to fight. And Sami Zayn tried to hit him in the face with a baseball bat. But Walter catches and nails Sami Zayn in the chest with a bat. Oh, and again. And look at this now into the pinfall. Off of the baseball bat shot. Walter pushes his face down, but Sami Zayn gets the shoulder up again. Walter still at the forefront of this matchup. Oh my God, look at the right. Look at the right hands of Walter. Jesus Lord. And Sami Zayn has been busted open off of that. Oh my God. Look at the strikes from Walter. Look at the unrelenting elbows. Jesus Christ. Walter now just still firing away with those strikes. Look at the face of Sami Zayn. Look at the face of Sami Zayn. His hair pretty much matches his face. He's got that red mask. My God, Walter just showing no remorse for Sami. Just keeps delivering these strikes. And oh man, now these gut shots into the corner. Oh my shit. Walter and Sami just still not relying. Oh my God. Walter with the brutality drops Sami Zayn on the top of his head with a German suplex. Now Walter, oh wait a minute now, what is Walter thinking here? Picks up that sledgehammer. Oh, tried to hit him in the gut, but oh, Sami Zayn uses the handle, and Sami Zayn flies into the top of the air and delivers a drop kick. And now Sami Zayn, oh wait a minute, Sami, he goes to the outside now. And wait a minute, oh, Sami Zayn with a hot shot knocks Walter down. And Sami Zayn, look at this, huge senton Atomico off of the top rope into the pinfall. Sami Zayn could have this match won. Walter is down and out, but Walter able to kick. Walter able to get back into this matchup. Like I said, this, you know, tonight has been a crazy night thus far. Oh, and now we have the reveal of Bobby Roode to the Guild. And now we finally end a story that has been building ever since the beginning of ECW. And now Sami Zayn with the jawbreaker. And look at this. Look at the face of Walter. You can just see the blood started trickling down his face. I mean, now they're both pretty much matching with those crimson masks. As Sami Zayn delivers a right hand, Sami Zayn lifts up Walter, plants him down for the Blue Thunder Bomb. Into the pinfall, Walter. Shoulders are down, Sami struggling. But Walter able to get the kick out. Referee says it was a 2, and this match continues on. Sami Zayn and Walter still just keep... I mean, I say it all the time, but these men absolutely despise one another, and all they want is the victory to show that they are the better athlete. But is it going to be enough? Oh, Walter with a huge elbow to the side, to the jaw of Sami Zayn, and now Walter on the offensive side of this matchup thus far. Walter tosses Sami Zayn to the outside. Oh, no, no, no. I don't like this position. Oh, right to the face of Sami. Oh, no, we're about to get a replay. We're about to get a replay of guilty as charged. Walter could be going for a powerbomb. Oh, but Sami with the elbow maneuvers himself away from the table. Beautifully scouted by Sami Zayn. He's definitely learned. But look at this now. Sami Zayn, look at this, has Walter again. Look at the strength. Powers him over and drops him on the top of the bat with the exploder suplex. Sami Zayn, he's fired up. Sami Zayn learned from the past, and he learned that if you're going to attack someone, you got to learn their methods. And Walter was about to powerbomb Sami through that table. And wait a minute now. Sami Zayn sets up that ladder. Wait a minute now, look at the face of Sami. Look at the uncertainty in the eyes of Sami Zayn as Sami now powers Walter back up to his feet and sends him to the outside. Sami Zayn, oh! Walter went crashing down to the outside. And now Sami Zayn, he's taking full control of this match thus far. Walter's still trying to recover off of the many shots that he's taken thus far throughout this matchup. But now Sami Zayn grabbing Walter by the nape of his neck, just dragging him wherever the hell he thinks. And wait a minute. Oh no, Sami Zayn, he's about to get some... I think Sami Zayn has retribution on his mind. Sami Zayn has retribution on his mind. Look at this. Sets Walter up on that table. And I don't know what the hell Sami Zayn has in mind here, but all I know is this is probably one of the most dumb ideas. But if you want to put your opponent away, it better be an opportunity. Sami Zayn, top of the ladder, frog splash off the top, through the table, crashing down, splitting Walter in half. Sami Zayn now takes control of the matchup. Walter gets the shoulder up. Holy shit, Sami Zayn, possibly maybe 20 feet in the air, 15 feet in the air, went jumping off of the ladder and crashes through the table, splitting Walter in half. But this match still continues on. Walter getting that bit of defense that he needed. Walter able to kick out of the frog splash through the table. And Walter now, oh wait a minute, Walter has Sami Zayn on his shoulders. And I don't like the looks of this. Look at the power of Walter. Look at that. Oh man. Even all of the damage that Walter has taken thus far. Well, there you hear the crowd here in Baltimore. They're chanting for Walter and Sami to fight forever. And they might have to. I mean, I don't see any sign of quit in the ring general or the underdog. But oh no, wait a minute. Walter could be going for a powerbomb here, but Sami Zayn able to counter out of it. He was probably going to drop him on that ladder, but Sami Zayn able to get the strikes onto Walter off of the powerbomb. Now Sami Zayn, jawbreaker to the jaw of Walter. Sami Zayn, like I said, Zayn has just shown that he is worthy of being the next bit up. Look at this. Oh my God, huge hip toss onto the ladder, and Sami Zayn gets up, but Sami Zayn blew thunder bomb once again. I think he was probably aiming for that ladder, but he still used the move nonetheless. Wait a minute, what is Sami Zayn thinking here? Oh, Sami, kick to the gut. Look at this, has Walter into a position for a brain buster. And look at this, using the ladder for leverage into the pinfall. Well, shoulders are down, but Walter able to kick out of the brain buster. What is it going to take to end this madness, this war, this absolute clash between the underdog and the ring general? And Sami Zayn is just in awe. He thought he had this match put away, talking to the referee, but now Sami Zayn realizes he has to do some more damage before he can actually get the bragging rights to say that he defeated Walter. And look at this now, Sami Zayn again. Oh my God, just keeps utilizing that driver. I mean, just seems as if Sami Zayn is running out of ideas. He's running out of, I don't know, he's running out of steam. He doesn't know what to do. And look at this now, Sami Zayn grabbing the arm and now maybe looking in to lock in a submission on Walter. Oh, but Walter now utilizing his power, utilizes those strikes and hits him right in the gut. And now, Walter now positions himself around Sami Zayn and locks the arm around the throat of Sami as he locks in the sleeper hold and just smearing the blood of Sami Zayn all over his face. And Walter just still, oh wait a minute now, Sami able to get that last bit of offense, throws Walter right off of him, and Sami Zayn lifts up Walter, kick to the back. My God, like I said, both of these men are just firing on all cylinders, but how much is enough before they both have to stop? Look at this now, Sami Zayn off the top for a crossbody, but Walter able to catch him midair. And wait a minute now, what is this? Walter has Sami Zayn walking around it into a cradle position and drops Sami Zayn with a front slam. I think he maybe he nicked his back onto the top of the ladder there. But look at that, as Sami Zayn struggling to stay in this matchup. Walter just showing the straight tenacity and just the pain. Oh, man. Walter delivers a kick directly to Sami Zayn, but now Walter, it seems as if Walter is just delaying the inevitable. As now Walter positions Sami Zayn in front of that ladder. Oh no, Walter could be putting this match away. Power bomb onto the ladder. Power bomb onto the ladder. Pulls him off of the ladder to get the pinfall. And look at this now, shoulders are down on top of the ladder. 2, and Sami Zayn able to get the shoulder up. Walter is in shock. The Royal Farms Arena is in shock. Sami Zayn's probably in shock. He's not moved. Oh, wait a minute now. Walter, oh no. He puts that chair around the leg of Sami. And look at this now. Lifts up the ladder. Wait a minute. What is Walter thinking here? Oh no. Walter, he's about to do something big. But Sami Zayn kicks the chair off of his own leg. And look at this. Telling Walter to fire a shot. And Walter fires another. And look, wait a minute now. Sami Zayn getting back into it. Delivers a drop kick and knocks Walter down. And wait a minute now. Sami Zayn. Sami, he picks up that ladder. Sami Zayn picks up the ladder and looking at Walter right in the eyes. Oh, nails him in the face with the ladder. And wait a minute now. Sami Zayn setting up that ladder once again. We all know that when that ladder opens up, it is not a good position for anybody who walks up there as Walter delivers that huge knife-edge chop. But Sami Zayn does not fall. And look at this now, a huge war on the top of the ladder. Walter and Sami Zayn exchanging blows back and forth. Sami with a strike, and Sami Zayn just keeps firing, but Walter fires back with a right of his own. And wait a minute now, Walter looking at Sami right in the eyes. Oh, but Sami slams Walter's face onto the top of the ladder. And wait a minute now, wait, what does Sami have in mind here? Oh, no, no, no. Sami Zayn off the ladder! Brain Buster! Off of the ladder! Sami Zayn with the Brain Buster off the ladder! Sami Zayn could have it! 1, 2, and the war is over. Sami Zayn has finally got his retribution. Sami Zayn has finally got his comeuppance, and Sami Zayn has defeated his arch nemesis, Walter. Sami Zayn has won this matchup, and Sami Zayn has finally proven that he belongs on ECW. Thank you all for joining us. We will see you later.